Good morning, everybody. Shift your mindset here with a new episode. Toasting is suddenly okay. So, it's my birthday today, so I want to make a toast. And I've written it down for all of you. A toast to all the Jehovah's Witnesses who lost us. Not because we stopped loving, but because we started thinking. To the ones who turned away when we choose truth over tradition, questions over silence, freedom over fear. We still carry love, but we carry it now. Without conditions, without shame. You lost us in 1,000 quiet ones, when we were told to doubt our hearts, to shun our own minds, to stay small in a world we were meant to explore. So, here's to those who couldn't follow us beyond the walls of control. May you find peace, and may we never forget what it cost to find ours. Cheers to healing, cheers to clarity, and to reclaiming our lives. That's it, guys. That's my toast for you guys on my birthday. But toasting is okay, birthdays are still not okay. Stephen Lett made an appearance on the governing body update. And suddenly, toasting is okay, but you still need to follow Bible principles. So, it's okay to toast, but it depends on what you are toasting for. And it is again very unclear in what situation it's okay to toast or in what situation it's still not okay to toast. Because back in the days they say, yeah, this is pagan, blah, 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 blah. Now we made a weasel word salad again, may be pagan. And we have 250 countries with different cultures, with different blah, blah, blah. So what's weird in one is okay in another. It's like the piñata thing. It's okay to slash that piñata all. It has pagan roots, piñata. Goes all the way to the Mayas. But, so, this is typically governing body. They allow you something now again to do, but they don't give you clear 100% examples. This is okay, this is not okay. It's up to you, to your conscience and all that stuff. Then he begins with an example of that you have to listen to your parents and obey the rules. That if you are crossing the street, the parent wants you that you hold their hand. But now you are, 30 years, 40 years old, so you don't need that hand. So I was looking at that and I think it's a strange thing. And that example also is a very strange one, because a 30-year-old man doesn't need to hold his mother's hand for crossing the street. But a 60-year-old person need to be told by the governing body that they can clink their glasses, or that you could have a beard, or you could wear pants. You know where I'm struggling with at the moment? So they give an example that if you're getting older, you don't need to hold your hand of your parents. You can make your own decision because you know, because of the principles, a car, we're looking to the left, looking to the right. Oh, there's no car. I can cross the street my own. So on the one hand, they say you can make your own decisions, but every JW is waiting for approval of the parent, the governing body, before they make a decision to do something. So all the JWs have now been waiting till this day to go and clink their glasses. Tony Morris is clinking his scotch with his wife at the moment. Finally, we can have a toast. On weddings, it's still, if you look at the questions of readers, on the website, no, Jehovah's Witnesses do not toast because the practice has roots in false religious customs. The witnesses express their good wishes to the couple in other ways. Questions of reading, FAQ, Jehovah's Witness weddings. So they're gonna change this, of course, on the website. But they had a pretty good, firm stand on it. Not to toast. It's so unimportant thing that we almost forget about toasting. We never mention it as ex-JWs. But now it's suddenly okay. And I think Bible principles, nothing being mentioned in the Bible about toasting. So it's up to your own religious, spiritual mind that it's okay now in certain things to toast. I think it is something we're working on to the next annual meeting in a few months. That birthdays are also gonna be a personal decision. That's my guess, that's my take on it. Because no one in his right mind at this moment, in this world, is thinking about chopping heads on a birthday party. I don't remember, I can't recall any birthdays that I know of that's happening now. My birthday also today, we're not gonna chop off heads of people. So I think, because there's no rule on birthdays in the Bible, it's only that a bad thing happened on a certain birthday that was mentioned in the Bible. That can always happen in those times because they were chopping off heads every day, not only on birthdays. But I think that will be next. This, what they now doing, why in God's earth are you gonna mention toasting as something that you change the rule on? So I think this small thing, insignificant thing, that's a big thing for Jehovah's Witnesses, is a step to make other things also a personal decision. That Bible principle, you don't want to stumble another person. Impossible. Then you can do nothing, because no matter what you do, somebody can be offended by it. Somebody is jealous. Somebody doesn't want you to have fun. So there's always one in the congregation who takes offense on something you are doing with the best intentions. So they keep on naming 3 Bible principles in the governing body update. One of them is that you don't want to make another person stumble or offended or whatever you want to say about it. But that's impossible. So on the other hand, they give you freedom, but on the other hand, Jehovah's Witnesses will still talk with each other and looking to the governing body for what is right and what is wrong. When it's right to toast, to clink your glasses, and when it's not appropriate. And that's also gonna keep them into a vacuum of that religion, because they look at other people and say, oh no, but toasting is not to wish other people good luck. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. And that hardcore PME group is looking sketchy to the other side because someone made another personal decision. So on the other hand, they let you a little bit off the leash. On the other hand, they pull that leash back on you, because Jehovah's Witnesses also need clear examples of things that are good and that are wrong, because they can't think for themselves. Everything they do and follow is what somebody has made a rule, said to the people, this is right, this is wrong. They need black or white. They need that. Other than that, they are lost. They're completely lost. We have thinking ability. We think, would I harm another one? No, I'm not harming anyone. If I see something doing something else than I would do, I said, hey, that's his choice. But Jehovah's Witnesses are not wired like that. They are not wired like us, that we live and let live. That we think, hey, that's his personal decision. That's the problem. You don't have a personal decision. It's all the collective. And if you are going one way or the other way, you balance the scale to the negative side, and then problems are coming your way. So people, we can toast now. I'm happy. We cannot toast on birthdays, but I think the next step and changes towards the annual meeting, this is a small one, but I think it's a stepping stone for other changes. And one of them is birthdays. Christmas, that kind of stuff, I don't know, because those roots are still 100% pagan. So I don't think Christmas and stuff like that will be an adjustment, but a birthday is more like a personal decision. Maybe some candles on the cake, maybe a cake without the candles. But if you can toast, you can also blow out candles and wish for something. If it's, of course, something that has to do with Jehovah and Jesus, or paradise, or Sophie, or Caleb, then it's good. Pioneering, that stuff. But this is the news for today. So, toast away today, people, without feeling guilty. No, I'm kidding. But it's strange that there is a governing body of old men that say that you are a mature man or woman now, and that you can make your own decisions, but that they need a governing body update to give you permission now to toast. Oh boy, this religion is going downhill quick. They are digging their own grave, because people have not been toasting for 50 years maybe, and now suddenly they say, yeah, it's okay to toast, people. So I think this small adjustment could have bigger consequences than we think. Let me know what you think about this subject. Let me think if you're gonna toast today. I already toasted for you on my birthday. I'm happy with you guys. Thank you for following me. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you that you like the videos, and we see each other on the next episode.